Emma Scarr, why are you dressed up to kill?
Well, hardly. I made a bit of an effort because we're going to something. I don't quite understand what it is because it's your invitation, but it's in Soho and it's in a gallery that we visited once or twice, just like we were passing. And now, well, didn't you get an invitation for this? It's something to do with fashion, rock and roll fashion. But you mentioned that Adam and some others, and I thought, well, maybe a bit 80s. So I'm trying to go a little bit 80s.
Yeah, amazingly, and I don't know how this has happened, we've been invited to a fashion show from a bloke called Stuart Trevor. He's the co-founder of All Saints,
oh, yeah.
You know, which is a big brand, started in the East End. This is not just, it's not man at C&A, this is the real thing. And now he's doing this, a new line, apparently they're called. I've gone all BBC here. He's doing a new line of sustainable rock and roll clothing.
So what are you wearing today, Johnny?
Well, I'm the king of sustainable, as you know. I've got these from the boot sale, £1.50.
What, the trousers?
Yeah, the jacket was from the boot sale, £3.
It's a good jacket, it's very good.
Very nice. The hat was from the boot sale, £5.
Five? That was more than the jacket then?
And the trousers put together. But the boots were 120 quid. But as my mother says, boots for life. Boots for life.
She was right.
So Emma, describe your style.
Well, normally I wear jeans, and if it's the winter, a nice jumper and a coat. And if it's the summer, a nice t-shirt or a blouse. So I've always been a tomboy when I was a kid, and I only really started wearing dresses, I don't know, about 15 years ago, because I remember I saw Katie Tunstall on the telly, I think it was Glastonbury, and she was really good, and she was wearing this kind of summer dress and these bother boots, and I thought, that's actually how I'd like to dress. So I thought, I just will, and it was fine. And obviously, I don't spend much on clothes, it's all charity shops, nearly all charity shops, apart from I do have to have a good pair of jeans, although actually they are from a charity shop. And I have a good pair of boots, not these really hurt. But my hair, that is important, and I do spend a bit of money, because when a lady has a pixie cut, it has to be a good cut. So Johnny, you're a stylish man, I mean there's no doubt about that. You turn heads every time we go out, it's quite annoying.
I turn a few stomachs as well.
What's your sort of philosophy about fashion?
Well, I've been wearing the same clothes since I was 14 years old. Levi's, although I can't get in any of my Levi's, lumberjack shirts, leather jackets, and that's about it. One thing that this designer said that I totally agree with him is people in the West need not buy one more item of clothing because we've all got too much as it is. Yeah. And that's why he's doing his, you know, tarting up old pieces.
Is it upcycling?
Upcycling, I think, yeah.
Right, quick fire quiz. You have to think of a song about fashion or clothes. First you, then me, first you, and anyone who takes more than 5 seconds is out.
Fashion.
By who? You have to say who it's...
David Bowie. Out.
Blue suede shoes, Elvis.
The Angels Want to Wear My Red Shoes, Elvis Costello.
Green shirt, Elvis Costello. Oh, it's funny if it has to have a connection to the previous one, but it doesn't have to.
Teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. I don't know who sang that.
Dolly Parton, coat of many colours.
I've got my blue jeans on. I've got me old David Dundas, I think
Forever
that was.
in blue jeans.
Me trouser cuffs are dirty, me shoes are laced up wrong. You better put on your Homburg, because your overcoat is way too long. Procol Harum.
Oh, the moon shines bright on Charlie Chaplin. His boots are cracking, in need of blackening by someone.
Baggy trousers.
Oh, God. All around my hat, Steel Ice Band.
Time is tights.
I won.
Seeing it's all about fashion, some of my favourite fashion icons. Brian Ferry. Coal miner's boy like me from the northeast. Always look fantastic in a suit. You might have noticed I never ever look smart. I could make a £1,000 suit look like an old dishcloth. Another person who I always thought looked great was Vic and Bob. Again, from the northeast, beautiful. I like Jacob Rees-Mogg, very dapper. Also, my favourite, and I think the most stylish man in the history of the world, Dave Hill of Slade. Nobody could pull off the bacon foil look like him. But overall, my favourite fashion movement is the redneck look from the deep south of America. So, Emma Scarr, some of your favourite icons or women who you think look great?
It's not just women, because I think my influences in the 80s were probably Dexys, and they dressed the same then. It was very androgynous, I suppose, the 70s as well, and the 80s in many ways.
They look like window
I always
cleaners.
like the dungarees and the bare feet, that sort of thing, bandanas. Like you, Americana stuff, definitely denim. I mean, I don't tend to do double denim, but I do like a denim jacket, but that's because I'm not wearing jeans. But as we often
I sometimes do quadruple denim and I don't care.
I know, it looks good on you though. But as we often note, often now it goes from winter freezing cold straight to really hot, and you don't get a chance to wear a spring jacket. So I'm always happy to go to wear a denim jacket. As I said earlier, that kind of summer dress with bother boots, DMs, although everyone wears DMs now. You did ask for a woman. I've mentioned Katie Tunstall. I suppose, you know, in the American films that you see, those women in jeans and a kind of man shirt. But they just
Marilyn?
No, I'm talking about more like Thelma and Louise. Oh. You know, but they just managed
but Marilyn, she wore a white shirt and denim jeans.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, that's more of a
in a
vintage
film
look.
called Carry On Up the Khyber.
Yeah. But they just, the ones that look effortlessly amazing. The thing is, I have found about clothes, you know, it doesn't matter how good they look in the shop or on someone else, it's got to suit you and you've got to be comfortable in it, and you're not going to look cool if you're just in something that's really not you. I can't find the sign. Where is it? Oh yeah.
Right, here we are, just outside Muforia, which happens to be my favourite place in London now. I've been twice this week, and I'm a little bit apprehensive actually. What do you think it's going to be like in there? And are we going to be completely out of our depth?
Well, you know, I was quite reluctant to come on this trip, but I do make the most of things. You know, as I said, I'm not that interested in clothes, but I'll give it a go. I think it'll be lots of denim with patches on it. Probably some music from the 60s playing in the background, 70s, and a lot of trendy people.
What did you think to that?
Well, I couldn't wait to get out, to be honest. I'm very uncomfortable. I mean, the clothes were all right, I suppose, but I didn't understand it. The people, like, there was moustaches like that, like sculpted moustaches, and people standing around drinking out of paper cups, and they wouldn't move so you can get past, so you'd have to push them out the way and say sorry. And then there was these few clothes hanging up which had patchworks on them, which looked quite nice, you know. There was stuff like pop, like Bowie and stuff put on these old jackets, which I quite liked, but in a sort of punk style. But it wasn't punk at all, because then it said about 450 quid for one. And you?
Well, to be honest with you, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. No,
really?
It was. I love the place. It's my favourite place in London. That little, what is it? It's
Emporium.
A Emporium of tattage. But the clothes, I mean, let's face it, all he did was take some old clothes and stick patches on them. You know, people have been doing, I've been doing that for years. I've got a friend, actually, check her out on Facebook. She does that, she does it absolutely brilliant. Her name is Heather Lines. I'll try and put a few of her designs on the video, and you'll see what I mean. But I'm sure she doesn't charge 400 quid for hers. I did recognise one person in there. I think his name's Rusty Egan. He played in a band called the Rich Kids. It's basically what I expected, people just being there to be seen, talking a load of old shite.
Why were we there then? Were you there to be seen?
No, I was there because we got an invite and I just wonder what it's going to be like.
I was there because you made me.
Yes. Thank God we're back in the chair. I don't know how people manage to go out at night anymore. That's the first time I've been out at night for years.
Yes, because the last
time
I'm
killed
going.
me. But I still enjoyed myself, apart from the ending. The ending took a very sinister, twisting turn, where we've been very cocky because we decided to get the Elizabeth line home, and the journey was going great. And then as soon as we pulled into Stratford, was it?
Stratford, yeah. We couldn't get on the Central line, and we had to get a bus, which was interesting.
Well, you say interesting.
2,000 people.
Yeah, it was like one of those trains going through India where people were hanging off the sides, they were on the roof. It was hell.
It was all right once we were on. I didn't think we'd get on, and it was all right. It was quite a lot of drama, but in a nice way. There was a blitz spirit, wasn't there?
There was.
People were talking to each other, mostly moaning.
There was one man on the bus, he couldn't stop telling everybody how it's the first time I've been on a bus in 30 years.